What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the Hammer Dance YouTube channel. Today I want to talk to you guys a little bit about what I think has become my favorite mouse. So let's start quick with a really fast unboxing so you guys can see what comes in the package. I'm going to shut up real quick and just speed up this unboxing just so you guys can see what comes in the box before we get into talking about the mouse. All right, guys, now keep in mind, this is not going to be a super in-depth tech review. This is going to more or less be a thoughts and opinions type of video and kind of trying to figure out if the price point is worth it, because one, if not the only con for this mouse, which is the Logitech G Pro X SUPERLIGHT, is the price point. The price point on this mouse is super high, but honestly, after using it for countless hours in Fortnite and Call of Duty, I don't think I can ever go back to using another mouse. So let's go over some of the specs straight from Logitech's website. They weigh the mouse in at less than 63 grams, which I tested, and they are right. It's weighing in at 62 grams without the cable attached. I'm using it obviously in the wireless mode. It is PowerPlay compatible, so if you use the Logitech PowerPlay mat, you can use it and it will charge while you're using it. The feet on the bottom of the mouse are no additive PTFE feet, super glidey, which is really cool. And honestly, the little piece at the bottom here where you can store the USB receiver if you were to travel with the mouse can be swapped out for what they give you in the packaging is a secondary little piece that you can put in there that gives you even more glide. And as you can see here, this mouse glides pretty smooth. I have no hiccups with it whatsoever. A lot of people were saying that this piece right here gets caught on their mouse pad and like wiggles a little bit sometimes, but to me, I haven't had a single issue, and I'm, building like crazy in Fortnite, moving this thing around super fast. I haven't had a single issue yet. I will let you guys know if I do, but maybe they fixed that. That was, in the beginning when the mouse first came out. It's been out for a little bit over a year at this point, so maybe they did fix that. I haven't seen a single problem, and I would suggest replacing this cover down here with the extra feet. It makes a huge difference when it comes to gliding. I mean, this thing slides right across my mouse pad. I can spin it, and just enough control here to hit those shots and be able to build effectively in Fortnite, or if you're playing like Call of Duty or Apex, being super accurate with your shots. Some of the physical specifications of this mouse here are the height comes in at 4.92 inches, the width at 2.5 inches, the depth at 1.57 inches, which is pretty cool. The USB report rate, obviously we have it at 1000 hertz, which is the standard. And let's talk a little bit about the battery life here. One thing about the SUPERLIGHT as opposed to the regular Logitech G Pro is that there is no RGB, which for RGB nuts, it kind of sucks. But to be honest, if you're trying to save some money and make the lightest weight mouse possible with the wireless capability and the build quality of a Logitech G Pro, which is one of the huge pluses for this mouse, and even its predecessor, the Logitech G Pro, the regular one, it doesn't really matter. The mouse looks super clean, as you can see. I love it. The design is super nice. It's super sleek. Very, very nice looking, and without the RGB here, we can do without it. It's not a big deal, and to be honest, it makes a huge difference when it comes to the battery life. I've used this thing for probably over 50 hours out of the box without charging it once. So I'm assuming that with regular gaming, let's say you're gaming I'd say 4 to 6 hours a day, 7 days a week. You might need to charge this thing 2 to 3 times a month, which is huge when it comes to wireless. I gotta say, that is something they did right with this mouse. Battery life is just a non-issue with this thing. I will report back if I do start to have some issues, but as of right now, no issues whatsoever. Okay, so a little bit more about the mouse. It uses the Hero sensor and can go up to 26,000 DPI. I have no idea who in the world would ever use 26,000 DPI or what that could even be used for. I play at 800 DPI and pretty low sense in most games, so that is a non-issue to me. But the mouse just feels accurate. Like I said, I've been using the Glorious Model O wireless for quite some time. I'm kind of a Glorious fanboy. I have like 4 copies of the Glorious Model O wired and wireless spread out throughout my house, but after using the Logitech G Pro SUPERLIGHT, I don't think I can go back. I mean, the clicks feel crispy and nice, and the way it glides across the mat feels nice. And you know what? It is a nice change up to not have the honeycomb design for a change. I love the way the mouse looks. It's super minimalistic. So if you have a nice minimalistic setup, it fits right in with the little white accents on the scroll wheel. And by the way, guys, you can get this mouse in black or white. Neither are a limited time release, so you can buy it in black or white no matter what time of year. The only con that I've seen so far with this mouse is the price point. Right now on Logitech's website, it's $160. That's USD. But you can get it on Amazon for $130, which is, it's not bad if you're comparing it to a Final mouse, which I have purchased a few of those in the past and used them. But it is pretty steep for a mouse when you can get the Glorious Model O for like $60 to $80. So really, it comes down to what you prefer. I prefer the bubbly feel of the Logitech G Pro because it just fits in my hand a little bit better. I would say if you have small, medium, and large hands, you can use this mouse pretty effectively with any grip style, which is super important. And if you just want to see a little side-by-side comparison, I can hold them both up here for you so you can see. Hopefully the camera will focus on them instead of my face. It's a little bit smaller than the Model O wireless. The bottoms right here. As you can see, just so much more glide on the G Pro SUPERLIGHT. Just so much more gliding surface space there. Let's get a top shot right there if you want to see. There we go. I don't know if you guys can see what I'm saying, but like the minimalist design on this thing is just, I'm a big fan. I thought I would miss having the RGB, but I don't. Like I said, I've used this mouse, I would say at this point, probably for about 300 plus hours in pretty heavy duty gaming, playing fast paced games like Fortnite and Call of Duty. And I've had not a single complaint with this mouse. And if I could go back, I would purchase it again. I might honestly get a second one to have in the white color because I do like the white and it would look really nice and clean on my mouse pad. I'm a big fan of white peripherals. But yeah, guys, to answer the question, what I think of this mouse, is it worth the price point of $130 on Amazon? And if you can't get it there, is it worth the $160 on Logitech's website? I think so. I do. I really think it is worth the price. These mice last for quite a long time. I've had my original G Pro, I think, since it launched and haven't had a single issue. I didn't even have the double clicking issue that most people had. So the build quality on these mice is pretty sturdy. You could squeeze this thing, no squeaking whatsoever, no creaks, nothing. You can't really squeak it like you can. If I were to squeak the Glorious Model O, you do get a little creaking when you squeeze the mouse, just because of how hollow the shell is to get that low weight. So whatever they did to get the low weight on this full body shell, kudos to you guys, Logitech. This is really impressive. And I don't think any mouse I could purchase is going to beat this for quite some time. So I think I've found my long-term mouse finally, and I'm going to pick up a second one in white for my second rig out in the living room. But yeah, guys, if you wanted my opinion on it, it's worth the price. If you can afford it, you'll have this mouse for quite a long time. If you like lightweight mice, it is super lightweight, fits so nicely in your hand, has super crispy clicks on both the left, right click and the thumb buttons. The scroll wheel feels really nice. Let me see if I can give you guys a little example on the microphone here of what the clicks sound like, just for your listening. Side buttons right here. Yeah, So as you can hear, it sounds super crispy, but yeah, not a super in-depth review. Like I told you guys, that's not really my thing. I kind of just want to give you honest thoughts and opinions on products that I use and say, is it worth it for you to purchase? And for the Logitech G Pro X Superlight, I think it is. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. It helps me out a lot. And subscribe to the channel, turning on those post notifications so you don't miss the next time I post a video. And if you want to hang out with me live, I stream on Twitch weeknights, sometimes on Saturdays at 9 p.m. Eastern time at twitch.tv/hammerdance. Go follow me on there if you want to hang out live. We play some games and have quite a good time. But anyways, guys, that's all from me. I want you to keep those hammers up, and I'll see you next time.